Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Love You Show. My name is Ashley and this is my co-host Andrew, and this is the show where we teach you the fundamentals of accepting yourself with self-love, self-acceptance, and self-care. Andrew, what's our topic today?
We're going to follow up on our talks about opinions. And keep in mind that the class is designed for you over time, and as you learn these lessons, to become more and more comfortable with who you are. So last time we talked about what's your business and what's none of your business. And I think that hopefully it really got you thinking about how much you're in other people's business and how you allow people to come into your business. And what we got to realize is that we walk around all day with opinions in our head. And some of those opinions we hold on tightly to, and some of them are just fleeting thoughts. Yeah, I have that opinion and I don't really care. It's not that important in my life. And what I wanted to do with Ashley today was just to show you, and for you to go through at the same time, that we all carry opinions. And then we'll talk about how those opinions that we carry compromise our relationship to ourselves. And this is a really difficult conversation. You know, it's funny, I was thinking this morning about how social media has created this world of likes and not like. And you post and then you're waiting for people to give their opinion. And how over time that really compromises your self-acceptance and your awareness of who you are. And then I realized that my mother and her Italian sisters would sit on the porch on our street, and just everybody that walked by, they would have opinions about everything that happened, how the sauce was made, how the coffee was made, what it tasted like, just filled with opinions. So it was like the social media of that day.
Yeah.
It was sitting on the porch. So it's not like this doesn't continue.
Exactly.
But I think today's lesson is to become aware of it. So I'm going to throw out topics to Ashley, and I'm going to ask for her opinion.
Yeah.
And the first one, and then some of them are light and some of them are heavy, but the object of this class is for us to see that we hold all these opinions. Do you feel that women have the right to choose when it comes to their bodies?
Of course.
Why?
Because it's our bodies.
And do you realize that some people don't hold that opinion?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and primarily it's men that don't,
yes.
that don't hold the opinion that you have the right to choose.
Of
but there
course.
are some women.
There is some women, yes.
Do you feel that marriage should be for everyone?
No. Wait, no. I thought you meant
Yeah, I get it, but do you think marriage should be for everyone? Gay people?
Oh yeah, marriage should be for everyone. The reason why I had said no is I was like, not everyone doesn't have to get married.
Right.
But yes, if you choose to want to get married, I think everyone should have the right to get married.
And where did that opinion come from? You always thought that way?
Yeah, I always thought that way, even though growing up I was taught that men and men should not get married and women should not get married. It should be women and a man together. But I always felt like, why?
Yeah. And you realize there's people that hold the other opinion.
Oh yeah, of course.
And some hold it strongly.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you believe that the wealthy should be taxed more?
I don't know how all that works.
Okay. So you don't have an opinion. It's okay to not have an opinion.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather think about that. No.
Do you think that Black Lives Matter?
Yes.
And you realize that some people don't hold that opinion?
Yeah.
What do you think happens after we die?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought
Yeah.
that you knew? What did you think?
I thought that we either go to heaven or hell, or we stay on this earth because we're a lost soul. But I don't know. I think it's something that we'll never know, but whatever gives us the peace of mind.
We're going to, and keep in mind, you guys, I'm going to read you the Webster definition of an opinion before I ask Ashley the next opinion that she has. An opinion is a judgment, a viewpoint, or a statement that is not fact. So that's your opinion.
Yeah.
A viewpoint, a statement.
Okay.
So why do you think plus-size women should be able to wear clothes that show their skin? Is that your opinion?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you hold that opinion?
Because I have been told my whole life to cover up my skin because I appeared a certain way to people.
Yeah, and it did what to them?
It affected them in some way that I had no control over.
So this opinion that Ashley has about clothing and plus-size women was one of the values that drove her collections. And the backlash from people whenever anybody would show skin, to this day amazes me.
Yeah,
because it continues.
I think one of the biggest things that I've had to change the way that I think my opinion about my arms and how I've lost so much weight and how I have a lot of stretched out skin. And I remember being at a supermarket with a tube top on and my skin was wiggling around because I was moving my arms, and I saw the way that this woman looked at me and the comment she said afterwards. And if I had my old thinking, I would have allowed that opinion to really tear me up, but it was more of this empowerment that made me feel like, wow, I have so much my arms have so much power that it affected you that way, but it doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah, and I think that this comment that you just made is really valuable for the audience, because if we can get people to the point where no matter what their body looks like, no matter how tall they are, how fat they are, short they are, whatever, and they're okay with that, even though they go out in public and they're not okay with that, we're there. We're getting there on this journey. Yeah.
I think it just makes other people uncomfortable knowing that you're okay with that when they would never be okay with it. I don't know, I've lived with somebody like that who would reflect their insecurities on me, thinking that their insecurities should be the same as my insecurities.
Yeah, and where you've evolved at on that issue is not where a lot of people in the plus size community have evolved.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that part of what you've taken on as thought leader in this industry is that we really got to be comfortable with how we look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in a higher power?
Yes.
And what is your opinion about that?
That it's up to you of how spiritual you want to get or what you believe in. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have the ultimate power. It's just a belief system.
Do you think dogs make better pets than cats?
Yes.
Do you think...
No, I'm just kidding. If you ask Denim.
Well, it's her opinion.
Yeah.
And remember that even the small things we have opinions on. Do you think kids should play more outside these days and less time playing video games?
I do. I really do.
And what makes you have that opinion?
Because of how technology has evolved and how it does not allow them to be sociable with other kids. And I have an opinion, but it doesn't matter.
Apples taste better than bananas? Okay.
I love both of them.
Okay, so no opinion.
No opinion.
I'm going to throw out a topic and you tell me if you have an opinion.
Okay.
Global warming.
Yes, I have an opinion.
What is it?
It's fucking happening, and I think people are just over trying to save it. It's just like voting. People got really tired of it. Now we're trying to push on it, and it's like now that we're seeing a lot of things, people are trying to push on it more and more, and it's like we can never lose hope on it. We gotta help the environment.
Gun ownership.
Huh?
Gun ownership. Opinion?
Oh, that's just so difficult. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we should have.
You think that we should regulate gun ownership more?
Yes, of course. I think we should regulate gun ownership.
The freedom to take recreational drugs.
Yes. It's your body and do whatever you want.
Yeah. The right to die.
Yes.
Immigration.
Yes.
Yes, in what aspect that people should be free to immigrate to this country?
Yes,
okay.
I think so.
Gender equality.
Yes.
The death penalty.
Yes.
You believe in it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to have an opinion on it, honestly, because I feel like I don't know enough, and that's where my opinion goes in. I feel like I am not educated enough to know. Yeah.
So what you're seeing is a person, like every person, that has opinions about most things. So when you think about us as human beings, we are a person filled with opinions. And when we end this session today, I'll tell you how being a person that holds all these opinions can compromise your self-acceptance. Do you think fat people are perceived as lazy, in your opinion?
Yes.
Do you think fat people are lazy?
No.
No. So we got a difference of opinion. But imagine that Ashley now goes out into a world where people hold that opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then part of the burden of self-acceptance is knowing that people hold that opinion and not letting that opinion affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up Latina, do you have an opinion?
No.
You don't have one?
I mean, no.
Okay. Relationships are fill in the blank.
Relationships are hard. I say that because I just went through one, and it takes a lot of work to communicate. You learn a lot about yourself, but then I also think it could be effortless at the same time. It just depends.
Do you think Disneyland should open?
Oh, yes, please.
And do you think we should wear masks?
Yeah, I think we should wear masks.
Where'd that opinion come from? Other than we're in the mask business?
I mean, we're in the mask business, but also because this virus has not left United States. And I know that we should not be out and about, but I feel I'm also like, I miss Disneyland. And Disneyland can just open up to me if you want. That's my opinion. And yeah, I stick by that.
You think Justin Bieber's talented?
I do think he's talented.
See, so she has an opinion about that. You think Andrew, our videographer's talented?
No, I'm just kidding. I think he's very talented.
Yeah, so I can name a person, I can name an event, I can name a physical space, and we'll have an opinion about it.
It just reminded me when we were working with JCPenney's or when we were working with that company, and you would ask me, what do you think of so-and-so? What do you think? And I would always say, she's okay.
She's okay.
And I didn't know that I was
having an opinion
without actually having my opinion say it.
Because she is so sweet, period, about people. She's not the person that's going to say no. I don't care for her because.
But he read right through it.
Yeah, I got to know her so well that she's okay now means she's not okay. Right?
Yeah, she's okay.
She's okay.
She's doable. I can handle it, but I really don't want to have an opinion.
But we have that opinion about everybody we meet. We have that opinion about people and we haven't even met them.
Yeah.
Because of their color or how they're perceived or...
Tinder is a great example of how we have an opinion on every person that's on there. Yeah, I was just going through it and I'm like, God, Ashley, you have all these opinions about these guys that you're seeing their photos, but you don't know who the hell they are. Maybe they just can't take pictures.
And they're doing the same thing to you.
Yeah. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. So it's just interesting how I'm constantly judging or having an opinion about these people who I have no clue about. And then when I start to read their bio, my opinion changes. And then...
If you take the time to do that.
Yeah, which I don't.
Yeah. So think about this. Remember, computer program, inside this computer program are millions of opinions. And we go through every day with these opinions going on in our head and we're not even aware of them. And so here is the value of understanding this concept. Those opinions that you have are either going to lead you to what you want to create on this list or they're not.
Yeah.
So unless we start to explore these opinions and whether in reality they're true, there can be negative effects on your ability to create what you want. Imagine that when I reached out to Ashley to help support her after she won Project Runway and create this relationship, if my next thought was, she's not going to remember who I am, she doesn't like me, and I come up with all of these opinions about why she wouldn't want to do it, would I have taken that step? And so a lot of times...
If I would have listened to my mother's opinion and my mom was like, no.
Right.
What does he want with you?
Right.
He's just a white man that's just going to take all your money.
Right. But look at this. You guys, I can track a lot of the success I've had in my life by overcoming that opinion in my head that I made up, because these opinions that you have that are not true usually are for things in the future. And I've seen so many people give up on what they want in their life because of their illogical, stupid opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And why are you making that up to not take action on something that you want? And
it's because they think that X, Y, and Z is going to happen, or they're already thinking of the conversation that's going to happen.
Right.
And I know I've done that a lot.
So when I contacted you,
What was the first things that came to him?
Yeah, your head. By the way, it's been 4 years. I sent you a picture that we were in the dress.
Baby bird?
The dress with the photographs.
It was 4 years since the Sally...
Beauty supply.
Wow.
So anyways, what did you think?
I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, why would Andrew want to work with me? Like, I didn't even know that he remembered my name, because he just... One, I was one of your students, but you had thousands of students. And then 2, you did my taxes, but you have a bunch of clients. So for you to contact me, I was like, this is pretty serious. And then I was like, wait, can I even work with him? Because I was really, really intimidated by Andrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No, none of those thoughts went through my head. I thought, this is what I thought. Why not me? I mean, who else? Who else but
Seriously.
me? Yeah.
Well, no, and then also, I think the person who had told you about this was someone who was a mentor to me at that time. And I trusted her and her opinion and her judgment. So I think there was that also on leading up to that.
So today we talked about the opinions that we hold. Next week is going to be one of the most important sessions of the show we've ever had, and that is the power of other people's opinions and words in our life. And we're going to revisit some of the opinions people had when Ashley won Project Runway and what that did to her mentally, physically, and in her life, and how that stopped her. So stay tuned, and we will see you next week. Like it, subscribe it. Your turn, go.
Comment, click the thumbs up. I'm Ashley, and this is Andrew, and thank you so much for watching the Love You Show. We'll be back here next week with the topic of opinions, other people's opinions.
Sticks and stones may break my bones. Yeah. And words can hurt you.
They can,
Yeah, they
but
can.
you have the choice.
Yeah.
So we'll see you back next week. Bye, guys.